Clayton Bellamy of the Roadhammers with us this morning. Clayton, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Wally, thanks for having me on the show.
Thanks for coming in. I know it's early.
Well, I'm used to early. I got two little kids that get on the bus, so I'm not your typical musician that sleeps in till noon. I was, but now I have kids, so I had to change all that. But you get up early. You are the king of early, so I can't beat that.
Well, I got to say thanks for coming in because, well, there's a lot to cover. Roadhammers working on a new album. There's a new song that we're going to talk about. That also is the name of a concert series that took place over the summer. Where do I start? New album.
Well, this all came about, the relaunch of the Hammers with our record Wheels that went gold this past year with Mud, which was so exciting to be back as a band after taking a 5-year break. Usually the lightning never strikes twice, and to have the fans get behind it and make Mud a gold single was unreal, and we just kept the momentum going. And CMT and Coors Banquet Beer came together and came to us and Tim Hicks and said, hey, we want to do a live concert. And there was a contest called One Horse Town, and all of the small towns across Canada could enter, and one town was picked that had the most votes. It was Lacombe, Alberta.
Wow.
And the Roadhammers and CMT and Coors Banquet and Tim Hicks all converged on Little Lacombe, Alberta, and turned Main Street downtown into a huge concert venue. And there was thousands of people there, and they filmed the whole thing for a CMT special, which you can watch online right now at cmt.ca. And we were all getting prepped up for this big concert and the filming and everything. And we thought, man, we should write a theme song for this concert series. So we already had the title, One Horse Town. So Tim and the rest of the band, we all got together and wrote this song, and it turned out to be the theme song of the show, and it's the first single off the new Roadhammers record. So,
well, it is an amazing song. I had a chance to listen to it, and like I was telling you before we went on, as soon as the music starts, it catches you, it grabs you. It's just a really live song, which again, just somewhat is what the atmosphere of the concert was. I mean, it was just live and energetic.
It really was.
A lot of great guests on there as well that took part in this concert.
Yeah, the Boom Chukka Boys were there as well. Great friends of ours, and a talented bunch of individuals. If you ever get a chance to check out their records. And so it's the Boom Chukka Boys, us and Tim Hicks, and we've known Tim for quite a few years. He's a great guy and an amazing singer, songwriter. And, this was a great opportunity to launch to the next Roadhammer record, was to be able to partner up with him.
Mm-hmm. Now, the Roadhammers, you guys just finished up doing some concert dates, so a little bit of a break right now. And coming into 2016, you guys are back on the road a little later on in the spring.
Yeah, once the record launches, we're headed to Australia for a tour, and then we're going to hit Las Vegas for a show. We're coming back to Canada, and then starting to tour throughout the summer. We already have some festivals that are booking up, so we're really excited to be out on the road and bringing Hammer music to everyone.
Well, like the song, if this first song is any indication of what the album is going to be like, it's going to be fantastic.
Well, thank you very much.
Now, also yourself, you've been working on your own solo projects when you're not working with the Roadhammers. And then also you've got those speaking engagements. I read an article about this a while back, and always wanted to, talk to you a little bit about that.
It's something that I started when I launched my solo record, Everyone's a Dreamer. Mm-hmm. And it's always been on my heart to speak to kids and to inspire our youth. I've been blessed to be able to do what I love for a living, and wanted to share that with kids. Middle school to teenagers mostly. I focus on when they're really trying to figure out where they are in the world, and what they're going to do with their lives, and try and inspire them to do what they love, so they never have to work a day in their life. And that, has parlayed itself into doing radio, and then from there it went to hosting a TV show, which now on CMT I'm hosting a TV show called Ice Racer Showdown every Sunday night, and which has been insane fun. if you like shows like Wipeout and America's Funniest Home Videos, and if you're into car racing, because it's everyday people getting put in professional ice racing cars and having to race through these trials and stuff. It's pretty neat.
How did these people get selected to be part of the show?
There's a casting call. You can go on and like the Facebook page, Ice Racer Showdown. You can also watch episodes on CMT.ca or every Sunday nights at 8 o'clock on CMT.
It's well, it is a great program because I've also tuned into that there as well. So you've been quite the busy man, juggling a lot of different aspects and parts of your career, and it's stuff that you love doing.
That's been the greatest thing, and I've been really blessed to be able to do what I love, and it's largely due to you, Wally, and the fans and the listeners on the station who support what we do. And if it wasn't for that, I'd be living in a van down by the river.
And that is the point that you're trying to get across too, with all these kids that you speak to.
Absolutely,
to do something that they absolutely love, like myself, for instance. This is a job that I would never dream that would happen, but it did, all because of just going to the local station back home and getting my feet in the door there, and then realize, like, wow, this is an interesting job. It doesn't feel like a job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And trying to, I try to motivate the kids to also give them tools, like making a plan, having a 5-year plan and setting goals and trying to reach those goals to, start off with, if I got a 5-year plan, I got a big plan for every year. And then I've also got little goals to set to reach those big goals at the end of every year, and showing them how to get there. And that's it, taking a chance. And when a door cracks a little bit, it's I always, one of my favorite sayings is, there's no such thing as luck. Luck is preparation meeting opportunity, and you work hard at what it is you want to do. And then when that opportunity comes, bam, you take your chance and roll with it.
Yeah. And you mentioned you do a few engagements a year. And if anybody out there would like information on this, there's your website that they could go to.
Absolutely, yeah. ClaytonBellamyBand.com. You can check out anything as far, music and everything else. And obviously, the Roadhammers.com. You can go there and see the new video and see the new single. It's on iTunes right now. So excited that the new single, One Horse Town, debuted as our biggest selling single to date in its first week. It wasn't it hadn't even been played on the radio yet. So we're so excited, and especially that you guys are playing it. This is awesome.
Well, listeners are going to find out why here in just a second. But again, if anybody wants any information, go to the Roadhammers website, download the single. It's available, like you had said. And, keep your eyes open and wait for the album to come out.
Absolutely. Come see us at a show. Facebook, follow us on Facebook and Twitter and Insta Snap and Face Slam and whatever else you call them. We're on all of them.
All right. Well, Clayton Bellamy, I want to thank you so much for coming in here this morning. And all the best to you guys.
Thank you guys so much for having me.